Partially because I have no more notes left, but also because I'm still so shocked. I thought we would have so much space here, and there is no space. So that tells you the story now. Thank you from all angles. I am shocked. I'd like to get right into it with our next speaker, being Senator Manning. He came out here to talk to us.
Wow. What a showing. Thank you all for being here. Thank you for organizing this. This is phenomenal. It's inspiring. It's hopeful to see you all here. This is your city. This is your city. It's your county. It's your state. It's your country. And I have two jobs. One is to listen and the other is to act. But I am a public servant on behalf. So I stand here today to say, I see you, I hear you. My door is open. We have work to do. Let's work together.
Next up, we have Senator Manning himself speaking.
Like this, and
wow.
So many people did it. It was crazy.
Look at this.
We did it.
You did it. You did it. Someone estimated it's going to be about 2,000. I think you've already passed 2,000. Way past 2,000. You gotta excuse me a little bit. I'm a little hoarse today.
Someone get his man some water.
But I thought about it. What would I say on a day like this, and to see people still coming in? This is phenomenal. All right? The unity, the solidarity, the togetherness. We all recognize that we're all one in the eyes of God. And we're all here together. Now, someone asked me to write up a speech. Okay, could you take the cap off? I'll be ready in a second here.
Excuse me real quick. Thank you.
So, in the meantime, I want to just start by saying that I want to extend my sincerest condolences to the George Floyd family, whose death was easily preventable. It was preventable. What I witnessed, and mostly all people that opened their eyes witnessed, was murder in the first degree. Anytime you handcuff a person and you have two other people lay on him while a third drives his knee into his neck for 9 minutes, that's first degree murder. Now, a lot lot of people say that we have a lot of opportunities, that we have made some gains today, and we've made some gains, but we're still in a vicious circle where some of us are looked at as less than equal. Some of us are looked at as second-class citizens. Even today, we have served, all of us, this beautiful rainbow that I see here. All of us have given blood, sweat, and tears to this land. And remember, the first occupants of this land were the Native Americans. We need to recognize that when we look at, we're still in a pandemic, and I want to thank everyone for wearing face masks and stuff, you know. This is really some serious stuff out here. We go by the science, and the science says that this virus is invisible and is deadly, and the numbers speak for itself. But sometimes you have to raise your voice in unity and in solidarity and say what happened to George Floyd was not right. It was murder. Now, I am for truth, whoever tells it. I am for justice, whoever is for or against. These are the words of Malcolm X years ago. So, I am for truth, whoever tells it. Well, let me tell you a little bit about the truth.
Come on.
The truth is that we live in a world where hate is still running rampant throughout everything that we do. How do we get rid of that disease that has been festering among the many of us for years and years?
With love.
You have to use love, but you also have to do another thing. You know, we got a great protest out here today, and I tell you, from where I stand, I really enjoy it. I think it's powerful. But in order to make real change, what you have to do is get on the inside where you can actually create the policies that's going to drive the change. You have to be involved with local politics, city, county.
That's right.
You have to look at who is your district attorney. Remember, your district attorney is the one that's going to determine who gets what sentence and when they are sentenced. It is important. That is one of the most critical offices in elective office that you can have. Next comes your judges. You got to look at who you are electing judge. Look at their records and see what they're doing. What the problem is with those officers in Minneapolis is that they have a district attorney who is unwilling to prosecute. Unwilling to prosecute. So here we are right now. We're gathering together, and we're trying to figure this thing out. What do we do? How do we move forward? Well, what do we do is that what you're doing now, you show up. You make your voice heard. You go to the ballot box. You make your decision, and then you make your vote count. That is important.
They gave me one too, don't worry.
Now, not only do you vote, but then you run for elected office. You run for elected office. You get on school boards. You get on city councils. You run for the county commission. You run for the district attorney's office. You run for state senators, state representative, federal level, and you run for presidency of the United States. Somebody out here can do that. thing that's holding us back is ourselves. What is your dream about? Today, my dream is how I can make life a little bit better for everyone out here. I am committed to that. I served 24 years in the United States Army active duty. I did that. I did that when I was active duty. I did that so that your kids, so that you would never have to go to battle, because I knew if it was time for me to go, that I would not come back. I was okay with that. I was okay with that because I don't want to see your sons and daughters going out there. War is hell. And there are no winners. There are nothing but losers. So, we have to make sure that our elected officials and our police departments, sheriffs, our state troopers are all held accountable. So, what I have done, which is really important, here in Eugene, now I gotta give, if you don't know, then I'm here to tell you a little bit about the truth that's happening here. This department has changed quite a bit. I initiated, along with others, a prohibiting profiling bill here for the Eugene Police Department, which they adopted. The Eugene Police Department is the first department in the state of Oregon to start using body cams. I was a part of that, make sure that happened. I was the chair of the police department, the police commission steering committee to review policies. And we went back through and we redid the use of force policy here for our EPD. We are going to do that now that I'm state senator. We're going to do that at the state level too, to make sure that it's mandatory. I spoke to our Attorney General yesterday, and I told her that use of force, the policies are pretty much driven at local levels. Each department adopts their own policy. I want to make sure that it is statewide and that we put accountability levels in there that's going to hold everybody accountable for their actions. You don't commit a crime against a person and then hide. No, we're not going like that anymore. Now, I also have to tell you that I am a former police officer. I know what it's like to be out there on the streets. It's a tough job. But I also know that not everyone is qualified or capable of being a police officer. A few years back, I was in Washington, D.C., and I had the opportunity to speak with President Obama's cabinet secretary. I was trying to initiate a nationwide policy for hiring of future police officers. This is what it was entailed. One is that they have to undergo a psychological evaluation before hire. The next, they have to do a polygraph before hire. And then after that, there must be a setup where they can have an annual evaluation annually to find out what state of mind they're in. Because I got to be honest with you, as a police officer, I was called to some of the most heinous crime scenes, things that you don't forget. So we got some good police officers, but we can have some better officers yet to come. And the way you do that is you hold everybody accountable. Okay, so What I have here in my hand is a letter from the Oregon Association Chiefs of Police, Oregon State Sheriff's Association, and the Oregon State Police in response to the tragic death of George Floyd in Minneapolis. They, in this letter, have all committed that as police leaders, on behalf of our law enforcement officers in Oregon, we wish to assure our communities that we do not condone and will not tolerate this type of conduct. Our officers, police officers, deputies, and troopers take a solemn oath to uphold the Constitution. Our profession is based on the core values of honesty, character, professionalism, respect, and accountability. We will recognize the and not because the people of Louisiana, so they put on a ballot budget and they got rid of non-unanimous jury. Yeah.